Alright, what is up? This is Slow Plays and I'm here today with some more Jump Force content here on the channel. Very excited for today's video because we are back in the custom character area and we're actually going to be making some Dragon Ball characters. Yes, I've been getting a lot of requests from people to ask me to go into the CaC system and actually try my best to recreate some appearances from some special characters in Dragon Ball or just most notable characters. I'm going to focus on some male characters today. So the very first character that I do want to make is actually going to be Trunks. I know Trunks is already a character in the game, but this time around I want to make the Dragon Ball Super version, and I actually do have the costume for him. For the other characters, I won't be able to actually put a legitimate costume on just because, you know, some of them don't even exist and I currently have not unlocked it. So I'm just going to do the appearance first of all, and then if you guys want to keep on seeing more from this series where I make like Dragon Ball characters, let me know in the comment section. I might do like a female version as well, but like I said, we're focusing on the males today. So I'm going to go ahead and go for the body type here. I went ahead and already made him a, you know, just base Saiyan type character with type A, which is, you know, most likely the Saiyan type because, you know, there are only 3 types, one being One Piece, the other one being, I think, the Naruto ninja style. So the height here, I mean, Trunks isn't like super massive or anything. He's just like pretty normal. Now, you know, Trunks is buff, so I'll probably make him about midway through. I don't want to make him like, you know, too bulky, but Trunks is a pretty buff dude. Not gonna lie, because, you know, he is a Dragon Ball character. So most Dragon Ball characters are gonna be pretty big. Chest-wise, I'm gonna make it a little bit bigger than normal. Now, for the skin tone here, Trunks actually has a bit of a tan going on. It's kind of weird, but, you know, that's something that he's always had, you know, because he maintains that, you know, the Saiyan lineage genes from Vegeta, and Vegeta is a pretty, he's got a tan, you know, he's a darker dude, so probably gonna opt for something more along those lines. And for the hairstyle here, there actually is a Trunks hairstyle that you can choose, and it looks pretty good. And as you can see, man, this is already kind of looking like Trunks. I mean, it's kind of looking like Leonardo DiCaprio, if I'm not gonna lie. So we're gonna go ahead and change the hair color here. Now, we have a couple of different colors that I could opt for. I could go for a lighter blue, and that's probably what I want to do, is go for this kind of blue right here, and then get the highlights more of like a darker kind of blue, just to get that nice effect of, you know, that, you know, blue hair that he's got in Dragon Ball Super. And I'm not gonna lie, this is looking pretty good. It's looking pretty good. It's looking like Trunks so far. So unfortunately, you won't be able to give them, like, you know, the specific eyes and everything. This is going to be more of like a realistic kind of look for these CaCs, because that's how the CaC system is. Now, these are the Dragon Ball Z eyes here, the eyebrows in terms of, you know, the thickness and everything. So of course, we're going to go for a nice light blue here. Problem is, he's moving around so much, can't even see the color if I want to actually go for a certain color or not. So that's pretty good there. Now, the ears, I'm actually going to opt for the ears that are, you know, on the second row, the very first one, because those are kind of more, you know, akin to the Dragon Ball style. They have those, you know, really big ears. Dragon Ball characters have pretty massive ears. I'm not going to lie, dude. It's pretty crazy. So eye type is very important. And I know this one is going to be kind of a weird choice, but it's the only one that is, I guess, the most angular out of the ones that I've seen. I mean, this one isn't too bad, but it just doesn't really look as good compared to this one right here. I know this one kind of looks a lot more, I mean, I'm not trying to be racist or anything, but it's got that more almond shape, you know, Asian kind of style of eye. But it's the closest thing that I can get to in terms of like that angular Dragon Ball style. And I mean, I guess you could go for maybe something like this, or, you know, some of these bigger eyes, but I just don't think they look all that good. And I really wanted something a little bit more angular. So I feel like that works pretty cool, and it just makes them look cool. It's like if Trunks or like these Dragon Ball characters were in real life. I like the idea of that. So for the eyes, we're actually going to get these eyes pretty small. We don't want them too big. Now, the color here, Trunks does have blue eyes, so we're going to go ahead and opt for that. That looks pretty good. Same thing with the left pupil, which is still really cool that you can actually change that. I like the idea of that a lot. So I think that looks pretty good. I'm pretty sure both eye colors are on point here. Let me just make sure that I got the same eye color. Don't want to screw that up, you know what I mean? Okay, so for the nose here, now we want to go for something that is not too big, but we don't want it like too tiny. And I'm thinking either, probably, let me see here. This one is actually pretty good right here, maybe. Yeah, the Dragon Ball characters have kind of small noses, you know, they're not like too massive, but they are kind of long. So I might want to go for something more along the lines of probably maybe like midway through here. That's not too bad. That looks pretty good right there. So yeah, we'll opt for this one. I mean, they do have like kind of long noses, but they're, you know, pretty small noses and everything. So for the jawline, I mean, we don't want it to be super big, but the Dragon Ball characters, I mean, they got a pretty angular shape on the face, and I think the very first one is going to work pretty well. So this is looking like him. I'm not going to lie. It looks just like Trunks. I mean, if he was like a, you know, Dragon Ball Super anime, you know, more anime-esque kind of style, and this is the closest that you can really get to it. So now we're going to probably finish it off here with Trunks. There's no like specific features or anything. If you want to, you can go to the voice playback and mess around with that. But other than that, there is Dragon Ball Super Trunks looking pretty good. Now let's go ahead and try out Gohan. Alright, my friends, so we were back with a fresh slate looking good. Again, Gohan is actually a pretty tall guy, so I'm going to make him more along the lines of this height, maybe just for now. And the body type, of course, again, we want to go for more muscular, and we'll get that going on. Now, his skin tone is actually pretty light colored. It's not like, you know, too like crazy, but I think it's more along the lines of this like light peach complexion. I think the default color for the skin tone is pretty good. Now, obviously, for the hairstyle here, we do want to go for the Gohan hairstyle. I don't care what anyone says. This hairstyle is freaking Gohan. It is Gohan, and it looks amazing. I love it. So we're going to keep that at probably just normal black. And actually, you know what? Let's get that at a nice dark black kind of color. And highlights here, I do want to get sort of a lighter tone to it, just to, you know, accentuate that hair color. And we'll get it about right there. I just want to be able to see, you know, at least some streaks on the hair. You know what I mean? So that's looking pretty good right there. Again, the eyebrows, we do want to go for the classic Dragon Ball style. And we'll keep those with black. And this is going to be kind of an easy character to make just because it's, you know, it's Gohan. And, you know, he's not going to be, like, too weird. But, yeah, eye shape, again, I guess we'll go for those more almond-shaped eyes. I like those. Those actually look really cool for like a realistic Dragon Ball looking kind of character. So again, you guys can customize these yourself any way that you want, and definitely tweet at me or show me your own designs. I would love to see what you guys come up with, and maybe you can do better than I do, you know, because I'm not like, you know, some professional CAC maker or anything. I don't know exactly if I'm doing this to the best of my ability, but I mean, in my opinion, I think this is the best way of recreating these, just from what I've, you know, tried out on the CAC system and everything. So again, we do want to go for the nose that is kind of long, but not like, I don't want no meaty thick nose, you know. That's not really Dragon Ball character kind of style. So this one right here is looking really good, and the music is so calming in the custom character create an avatar area. It's just so nice. Again, with the jaw, we do want to go for something more along the lines of that. And there you have it. I mean, that's pretty much Gohan here. I mean, nothing too major, just like a nice clean little style, and it's just fun kind of going in the CAC system and just messing around and making these characters, you know, look super sick. You can actually make a Majin if you want to, but in all seriousness, I think that looks pretty dang good. Again, for the voice, you can go and change that to your liking, but other than that, we have the homie Gohan looking amazing. Alright, my friends, so next character I'm going to try and attempt is going to be a little bit different. We're actually going to be making android number 16, a character that I was not expecting his hairstyle to be in the game, but we're going to go ahead and put him in there. Now, android 16 is a big guy. He is bulky. He is massive. Skin tone, again, I don't think we really have to mess around with this too much. I mean, I'm pretty sure this skin tone will work just fine. You know, most Dragon Ball characters, they have that real basic, you know, base neutral skin tone, so it's not really a big deal on what you put. But definitely, we gotta have the classic Mohawk design. I love that they included this hairstyle. It looks pretty sick in my opinion, and we definitely want to go for a nice orange kind of color. And it's more of like a red, if I'm not mistaken. Kind of like, I guess more along the lines of like this right here. Maybe with some red highlights in there, just because, you know, we want to get a little bit more of that kind of color variation. And I guess we'll get it like, should I go for this or maybe this? I don't know. It's not like a super defined like red kind of color, but it's kind of hard to recreate some of the colors on these characters just because they look so, you know, different in this style and everything. But maybe just like that. We could also go for more of like, you know, something like this at the top and try to, you know, get that to fade in. Maybe, I don't even know, dude. It doesn't look that good in terms of the, you know, hair color, but I think we'll just go with that for now. I mean, it's kind of, you know, got to be more of that kind of red kind of color, and I just feel like, you know, you can't really get his hair color on point to what you're really looking for. So you can get to like pink and stuff. It's just the tone of it isn't as good as you would expect, but I think that's pretty good for now. I'm not going to mess around with it too much, but there you have it for the hair. Looking decent. Now for the eyes here, he does have actually that kind of almond shaped kind of eye and everything. Definitely with the eyebrows, we do want to go for that Dragon Ball style. And let's go and get that with, I guess we'll get it more along the lines of red. I think red would just look better on him. And for the ears, of course, we want the Dragon Ball ears. They have some big ears, I'm telling y'all right now. Okay, so the eyes, they do have the almond-shaped eyes because that's how the androids are. They do have that like an Asian style. Yes, very nice. Very good. I wish there was a 6 dots so you can make like Krillin or something. You could probably make Tien too. But we'll probably try and do him next after. So eye color here, we do want to have a light blue eye color. That is what's really going on with android number 16. And this is actually kind of looking cool, man. It just looks cool to see it, you know. And we definitely need something that has, I guess for the jaw, we need a bigger, like kind of like larger jaw in a way. I don't know if that really makes much sense, but it just kind of in my head, the head canon, it makes sense to me. So we'll go for this nose right here, mouth and jaw. Now we want to get something that's pretty big. These change mainly the lips, so we want to get a bigger, thicker kind of jaw. I guess like more along the lines of this, you know, because he's got a big jaw. Like the dude is pretty big. I mean, he's not like, you know, cheeks like chunky kind of design, but I think more of a, you know, larger jaw would work out for android number 16. Again, this is pretty much just a fun little method. We're just mainly changing the facial features and everything. There's not a lot to it. So, unfortunately, I don't think there's any clothes for android 16, but this looks pretty cool. I'm liking the design for it. Again, there's not really any other features that we can put onto him. Android 16 is a pretty basic character with a cool hairstyle, and there you have it. Let's go ahead and try out another dude. Alright, my friends, so now we're going to do this one real quick and easy. This one is just thrown in there for fun. We're going to go ahead and make Tien. I don't think Tien is like too like massive or anything. We're going to go and get his muscles pretty, you know, normal. I don't want to mess around with that too much. I think Tien actually has like a normal skin tone. Again, it's nothing too major. We'll just opt for this one for now. And for the hairstyle, of course, we got to make him a cue ball. And I think, if I'm not mistaken, there is a design that you can actually go for that will actually make him look perfect. I think there is a like pattern for the head. It's like a feature that you can put on there, and it's kind of funny, and we're definitely going to check that out. So for the eyes, again, we do want to go for that almond shape, and that actually looks pretty good. I mean, Tien, he actually would look like an Asian kind of like monk dude. I don't know. It's a little bit weird, but we're definitely going to go for those nice black eyes there. Perfect. Beautiful. Because, you know, this is Tien, and he's got to look kind of Asian. He actually has a different eye shape than most of the Dragon Ball characters, if I'm not mistaken. So, nose again, we do want to go for something more along the lines of that. The jaw, I guess we'll get his jaw pretty big, nothing too major there. Now, for the feature, I feel like there was an eye. There it is, dude. There it is. Oh my goodness, this is so funny looking. Holy crap. And if you want to, you can, you know, change the position of it. It's not like too close. I think it'd be more maybe like up here, you know, the Tien kind of style eye, I guess. But there you have it. I mean, it's just, again, this one is just mainly thrown in there for fun. It's nothing like too major. I know it's not going to be like looking like Tien like 100% or anything, but this is how you would pretty much make Tien, or this is how I would go about making Tien. Alright, my friends, so probably the last character that we can make, it's going to be Mr. Satan. Yes, we're going to be making Hercule CaC, making this dude massively buff, because that's what Mr. Satan is all about. So, skin tone, his skin is pretty dark, if I'm not mistaken. He's got a pretty, you know, like tan kind of complexion going on. So, I think we'll go for probably something like this. I feel like that works the best. And I know it might be a little bit too dark showing up on screen, but, you know, this is just like, you know, what I see when I see Mr. Satan. He's just like a lot darker and everything. So the hairstyle here, there is one last hairstyle that we can actually pick, and that is the afro. It is freaking Hercule Satan, looking amazing, bro. This is great. So we're going to go in and get that with black here, and we'll get this going up for the percentage. And I do want to see a little bit of those striations, you know, that nice, beautiful hairstyle. Looking amazing. He does have that, you know, jet black kind of hair. Eyebrows, man. We got to make those eyebrows nice and thick. You already know it, dude. You already know it. So, his eyes are going to be a little bit different we definitely want to go for something that's going to work out for him. And I mean, Mr. Satan's got some pretty big eyes. They're definitely not like, you know, that almond shape kind of style, but you know, they're nothing like too crazy. So I do want to go for something that is something that would actually work pretty well here. Maybe those. I think those are pretty good. I'm just trying to look around and seeing what the best eye shape for him would be if, you know, Mr. Satan was a character. These are actually great right there too. Let's actually go for these. I think these would work out pretty well. I mean, he's got like those, I guess, like bigger kind of style of eyes. You know, they're a lot different from like the normal Dragon Ball characters, and I don't obviously want to give him those almond shaped ones because those are more like, I say, kind of like Asian style. So he does have light blue eyes. I know that's like kind of a weird thing about Mr. Satan, how he's got like black hair and blue eyes. But hey, you know, don't question the anatomy of Dragon Ball characters because they're all kind of crazy and weird. Now, for the nose here, he does have a bigger nose. And I mean, it's not like massive or anything, but we do want to go for something that is a little bit larger than normal. Again, you're kind of constricted to what kind of style of nose that you can actually have. Now, for the jawline, we do want to go for something a little bit, just a little bit bulkier. If I'm not mistaken, we'll definitely go for that, you know, because he's got a big jaw. You know, he's got that really defined chiseled jawline and everything. And obviously, for the feature to finish it off, we have to give him the nice mustache because that's what Mr. Satan is all about. And I mean, if you want to, you could give him like a goatee and stuff, and you know, all that, but that's not Mr. Satan, okay? That's not the Mr. Satan that we know and love. Unfortunately, you can't make it any darker, but this is how you would make Mr. Satan. Mr. Satan. Yes, Hercule Satan looking amazing. Oh, yes, it's the champ here. Alright, my friends, we got Dragon Ball Super Trunks pretty much ready to go. We're going to go and change his costume here to get him fully finalized. Oh my goodness, I'm so excited to see this, dude. Here we go. Let me go and get the shoes on, and of course, we gotta have the special accessory. Boom, boys, we got it. Dragon Ball Super style of Trunks. I know it's not, you know, exactly like it, but, you know, this is the only costume that you can actually get. And he's got the blue hair and everything, so this is pretty cool. I'm liking what I see. You definitely change the socks if you want to, because that's going to make a big difference. But let's go ahead and try him out in the actual, like, versus mode. Holy crap. This looks so trippy, dude. We have Asian Trunks versus just, like, normal Trunks, I guess. When this was... Just seeing the comparison between the two, it's like night and day. I'm gonna be honest. I'll be completely honest. Like, whenever you first do it, it's like, oh, okay, you know, they kind of look similar, but this is pretty freaking hilarious, bro. Boom, look at that. All right, I can actually do some, like, funny, like, crazy combos at the bottom. Like, you can do this thing. Whoa, the breakdance. Did you ever see Trunks, like, breakdance before? Dude, I've never seen that. All right, let's go and use the Kamehameha. So, currently, I just have, like, you know, the base just designs and I guess like skills and everything that this character has, just because you do have to unlock everything. And again, I'm still like in the beginning stages of the game. I just got really impatient. I wanted to do a little bit of a showcase on this anyways, because I thought it would be kind of fun just to see, dude. Let's go for one of these. This 1080-pound Phoenix. That's the closest thing that we can get to a sword slash. I know that Trunks does have a moveset in this game that you can actually use. That's kind of cool, dude. But like, look at this. Guarding and everything. No, Piccolo. Don't do that, big boy. Got those nice effects. Oh, we got that pink-looking crap. I don't even know what that is, dude. Okay, Piccolo is just all about the defense right now. Come on, let me do some damage. Oh! Got them force palms and everything. All right, check this out. You ever see Trunks use Sen-style jutsu, Tsunami? Dude, that move is so cool. It actually does a good, decent amount of damage. The only problem is you have to get it like close in range. So if they're not right next to you, you're kind of screwed with it. All right, so I'm gonna let Cell do some damage to me real quick because I do want to go for an awakening and use my ultimate light grenade, because Trunks had light grenade. Y'all remember? Y'all remember that? All right, come on, do some more damage. We're almost there, almost there. Gotta get halfway, which is the kind of like annoying thing, but I guess I'm probably not gonna be able to show it just because I know what he's gonna do. All right, you know what? Kamehameha it up just to finish this off. Boom, 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 boom. All right, come on. Ooh, that nice finisher with 3 seconds left. Whatever, dude, whatever. But yeah, that was just a quick showcase. I wanted to actually see his overall design, what he would look like in this costume. But hopefully you guys did enjoy this. I know it wasn't like a major crazy, like groundbreaking, oh, I'm making like actual legitimate Dragon Ball characters. But it's just having fun with the CaC system. You know, don't go in the comment section and start raging about it like, oh my god, it looked nothing like him, all that stuff. Because I already know there are going to be some people that come across the video and will say that. But guys, it's just for fun, all right? We're just here to have fun. Hopefully you guys did enjoy the commentary and the silliness of it. And that's pretty much going to do it for this match and this little video. Peace out, take care, and enjoy the rest of your day, my friends.